First, I'll tell you about myself before I start presenting the project. We work as an associate appointed by the Chief Minister in district administrations to implement various different schemes mandated by the state government, as well as help the Deputy Commissioner in various different projects which they want us to get involved in. Such a project is Project Carewell. Um, so in Project Carewell, what our aim is mainly to provide home-based care to the elderly. So as you all know, elderly citizens are the they are the wealth of the society, and as they have seen and lived life and given us direction and knowledge to live the same. So it's our duty to serve them as a society. The screen is not changing. Just give me a second. Yeah. So a survey done by Agewell Foundation, which is a foundation working for the well-being of senior citizens, uh, got to know that there are various different problems faced by senior citizens, mainly during the lockdown, in the lines of mental health, physical health, family relations. Uh, all of these have been declining, and a lot of problems have been faced, especially by them. Apart from that, also in developed countries, one of the major problems is providing home-based care to the elderly, and they are struggling to do that now. And we can just learn from this and solve this proactively as early as we can. And for that, third district administration is under the leadership of Dr. Priyanka Soni, uh, started the project Carewell. So here the aim is to reach out to the 3.4 lakh plus elderly in district Hisar. And the project is mainly divided into three phases. So the first one is data collection. So here specifically, there are 2 points. Uh, so here we use mainly the scheme of Saksham Haryana skills and employment. Under this scheme, unemployed youth of Haryana are given remuneration by giving them work under different departments, specifically for surveys and computer related jobs. So the data collection, we needed a workforce, and for that we used the Saksham Skills and Employment Scheme. And apart from that, the District Informatics Officer, uh, Shri MP Kurusheshta, designed an application to collect that data, where data related to social issues, law and order issues, health issues, issues related to pending government services of senior citizens were collected. So the first part of data collection. The second is providing home-based care to the elderly by collaborating with different departments as well as services. So here there's a dashboard made where you can filter data based on what are the probable issues faced by the elderly. For example, if I want to know which are the senior citizens who are having mental health issues, which are the senior citizens which are facing law and order issues, which are the senior citizens facing food issues, all this data can be collected on the dashboard. The point is, we would be giving logins to different departments, nodal officers, where they can solve issues related to their department proactively. Third is like regular visits through the Saksham URs, which we described as surveyors earlier in the point one, and giving them understanding has the situation, like sort of doing a post assessment after a stipulated time, say around 6 months, to understand the situation on ground. So the main USP here is it's one of the first projects which gives in India is home-based care to the elderly. And apart from that, using e-governance, sort of technical expertise by using data-backed analysis, login using OTP or location tracking. Uh, we are also enabling e-governance. So to tell you about various challenges and the solutions which we opted for the same. So the first problem which we tackled was we wanted to collect data about senior citizens, but the senior citizens themselves are not able to operate phones. So what we did was we created an application and we used surveyors to collect that data. And as there is a shortage of staff in the district social welfare department, the Saksham Skills and Employment Scheme, as I had described before, was used, and we trained the unemployed youth and sent them for surveys to collect the data for the same. The third is there is a lack of training amongst the Saksham Yuvas. For that, again under the leadership of Deputy Commissioner Sar and Health Department Sar, District Social and Welfare Department Sar, we arranged for a training, a one-day session where they were trained on COVID protocols, how to behave, how to collect data from senior citizens, what to do when how to convince what to do when they are not allowing you inside, like how to convince them that you are actually doing them for their own benefit. Apart from that, another challenge was, again, as I mentioned, like they are not welcomed that easily in their homes, like elderly homes, as they are not gazetted officers. They are Saksham Yuvas. So ID cards were, so as a solution, ID cards were printed for the same, as well as a letter was given from the Deputy Commissioner to authenticate the workforce so that it builds sort of a trust among everyone with proper IEC. Another challenge was the Saksham Yuvas many a times collect false data, they cut corners. So for this, we started OTP authentication of the workforce, as well as location tracking system, wherein, for example, say a lot of data comes from a single place, then it is easy for the system to sort of reject that data, reject that person's data, and sort of not give them their attention, which leads to a negative incentive for them. So that's why uh, solving the challenge of false data collection. Next was alignment and coordination between departments to solve various issues. For this, scheduling of meeting between various departments under the chairmanship of Deputy Commissioner Sar. So excellence achieved, as explained earlier as well. Application Carewell was made with features like OTP and location-based location-based tracking in a record time of 7 days. Also, to tell you, 6,000 senior citizens have been surveyed in the period of March 6th to March 30th. And for this, a gamification model was adopted. Here, the Saksham Yuvas, the number of surveys completed by them was shared on their groups. They were given certificates. Certificates were designed for them. Apart from that, so all of this data was coming through a dashboard designed by NIC SAR, again under the leadership of District Informatics Officer SAR. Here, as you can see, various different information, like if you just want to understand, if I want senior citizens who have an history of smoking or tobacco, senior citizens who have social issues, who have mental health issues, physical issues, have they done COVID vaccination? Is there any government service required? Any pending government service required? All of this data can be filtered out and accordingly sent to different departments. To tell you how this project can be replicated across, within the state of Haryana, it will be easily replicable because of the Saksham Skills and Employment, which is a major, like the workforce to survey is one of the major bottlenecks in the project, and that is solvable through the Saksham Skills and Employment scheme. Similarly, in other states of India, if there are unemployment management schemes or benefit schemes, through those internships or apprenticeships, we can surely do that. But if not, involving civil society organization and volunteer citizens is the way to go, although the effort there will have to be maximized. So to tell you about the future roadmap, so as the dashboard has been created, we want to improve the portal and give department logins to separate departments where suppose say there's an issue of law and order to certain senior citizens that there is a lot of loud noise at night where they can't sleep because of that. So they have complained to that. It comes as a issue to the ticket issue or ticket to the police department, and they have to solve them based on, suppose say the SLA decided for the same, suppose 7 days or 3 days, depending on the problem or issue. And such tickets are lined up to the department, and then after crossing the SLAs, those tickets can go like out of the service agreement, and accordingly the deputy commissioner or the chairman of the project, future chairman of the project, can call out uh, the department on why is this not happening, understanding the bottlenecks and solving them towards giving the services.
Sir, please conclude. You have 2 minutes more.
Yeah, sure. Second is training of Saksham Yuvas on conducting a second training of Saksham Yuvas on measuring blood pressure and sugar, because these are very easy and good health indicators from the as suggested by the health department of SR, so that they can understand and give health services better. Third is we plan to create, as we had collected the location data earlier, we would want to, with the consent of the senior citizens, of course, connecting them with each other, because loneliness is one of the problems which is faced by senior citizens. So connecting them after that consent to various senior citizens around them, having similar interest to them, is what we aim for to solve the problem of loneliness, so that they can interact with similar age group people. Fourth is solving maximum of the problems through home-based care, telemedicine, using the application of eSanjeevani, and through surveyors themselves as well as all the departments. Next, as I had previously also mentioned, was holding regular reviews under the chairmanship of Deputy Commissioner SR for improving liaising between departments, as well as ensuring that all the services are being provided. Thank you so much. I just want to end with a statement that to care for those who cared for us is one of the highest honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would request to our jury, Mr. UK, is there any suggestion?
I'm really sorry, Sean. Your voice is getting cut. It could be the internet at my end.
Yes, Mr. Thakkar.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Thakkar, you have described your project very well. It is a very sensitive issue, and I appreciate your efforts and your DIC efforts for the citizens. But apart from data collection, I think senior citizens need constant help. So is there a helpline number by which they can contact? Because they need, I would say, at least 12-hour support, at least during the day. They have so many problems. Medical, food is an issue. They don't, many of them may not have the problem of finances, but the problem is of physical help. How do you, in fact, provide them physical help? And there are 6,000 people, senior citizens. It is a huge work, but essential work also. How do you, in fact, cater to their daily needs? Please elaborate on that.
Sure. So to tell you about the first part of the question, which was of the helpline. So we surely decided to start a helpline, and we were planning to use the 1950 helpline, which was inactive because the COVID cases had decreased. But as the COVID cases started increasing, we had to even hold the data collection as well as the plan of going with the helpline. Um, and thus, and I'm sure we will, as and when restart the project, we would start the helpline. Also for the daily needs thing, the Saksham Yuvas are working for or near their villages only. So they are sort of a point of contact to provide daily needs or like basic needs wherever possible. So that's why this is like a solution where this is a problem which we faced, that Saksham Yuva also didn't come where we wanted to start our pilot in the urban area of SR, but then coming with a solution that they can be just placed where they are and just give services to their surrounding senior citizens, solving because they would be more connected to them as well, already knowing them, and reaching out to them would be easier for their daily needs. So I think using helpline, obviously restarting when the project starts again, and obviously using Saksham Yuvas to provide the basic physical health care in collaboration with obviously health department wherein needed, directing them towards the health department or getting the doctors if feasible to their home.
And I think these Saksham Yuvas are totally doing their work on their own, purely on pro bono voluntary basis, is it?
No, so there is a remuneration of 6,000 rupees, which is like, so they are employed for 100 hours, and for each hour they get around 60 rupees.
Yes.
And
Good.
So
Then it will be sustainable.
yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good work. Excellent.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Sir.
so much, sir. Now I would request to Mr. Shukla, sir. Is there any question? Okay. So thank you so much, sir. Deep sir. Now I'm moving for the next presentation.